Breaking news from the Los Angeles Chargers today, and trust me, this one's got everyone talking. The Chargers just signed quarterback Trey Lance to a one-year deal worth over $6.2 million. Let that sink in. $6.2 million for a player who's not even guaranteed a starting role. So, what's the plan? Lance is stepping in to compete with Taylor Heinicke for the role of Justin Herbert's backup. Yep, two guys fighting it out for the number 2 spot. But here's the kicker. $6.2 million isn't your average paycheck for a potential third stringer. Clearly, there's something brewing here, and we're diving deep into it. What's up, buddies? Welcome back. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We cover all AFC West news here on this channel. Now, let's talk about why this Trey Lance signing has everyone raising their eyebrows. $6 million for a single year? That's a serious investment in the NFL, especially for a player who might spend most of his time on the bench. For context, that's more than what Mac Jones is making this year with the 49ers. Yes, the same Mac Jones who's still trying to figure things out in his career. So why would the Chargers make such a move, especially after re-signing Taylor Heinicke in free agency just last month? It all comes down to one thing: competition. Jim Harbaugh and general manager Joe Ortiz are stacking up talent, pushing everyone to bring their best on the practice field and in the locker room. When Heinicke re-signed, most of us assumed he'd be Justin Herbert's backup, but now it's clear he'll have to earn that spot through a full-blown battle in the offseason and training camp. Let's be real, this is Herbert's team, no question about it. But competition, that's always a good thing. And this particular battle promises to make things interesting. Trey Lance is undeniably talented, even though his NFL career hasn't gone as planned so far. Over 4 years, he's appeared in just 12 games, starting 5 of them. His stat line includes 143 passes, 81 completions, 1,063 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Not exactly what people expected from a top 3 draft pick. But here's the exciting part. Lance is about to work under the guidance of quarterbacks coach Shane Day, offensive coordinator Greg Roman, and passing game coordinator Marcus Brady. This signing is a low-risk, high-reward move for the Chargers, and the real test begins this spring and summer. Trey Lance also got a big shout-out from his old Cowboys teammate Dak Prescott, who fired off a hyped-up "Yes, sir" LFG on social media. Talk about a confidence boost. After barely getting a shot in Dallas behind Prescott and Cooper Rush, Lance now lands in Jim Harbaugh's world, a coach famous for turning quarterback dreams into reality. Honestly, this feels like more than just adding depth. It's starting to look like the Chargers see Lance as a serious contender for the backup role behind Herbert, or maybe even more in the future. And with Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman calling the shots, it's hard not to be intrigued. Let's talk about Jim Harbaugh for a moment. His reputation as a quarterback guru isn't just hype, it's earned. Remember Alex Smith? Harbaugh took a player who was written off as a bust, rebuilt his confidence, and turned him into a solid starter. That's no small feat. Now look at Trey Lance. Like Smith, he's had a rough go. Bounced around, injuries, limited chances to prove himself. Sound familiar? Then there's Colin Kaepernick, another quarterback Harbaugh, molded into a dynamic, mobile star who became a household name. Lance shares some of those traits: athleticism, mobility, and untapped potential. And let's be real, $6.2 million suggests Harbaugh sees something in him that others might have missed. Whether it's raw talent or the challenge of helping him reach his full potential, Harbaugh's track record gives this move credibility. But it's not just Harbaugh. Let's not overlook Greg Roman, the Chargers' offensive coordinator. Roman has a proven knack for working with mobile quarterbacks. Think back to his time with the 49ers when Colin Kaepernick was lighting up defenses. Roman built an offense that played to Kaepernick's strengths, and now he has the chance to do the same with Lance. Compare that to Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. While Shanahan is a brilliant offensive mind, he couldn't fully unlock Lance's potential. Roman, on the other hand, has a unique ability to create systems tailored to quarterbacks who can extend plays with their legs. If anyone can help Lance thrive, it's Roman. Of course, Lance still has to prove himself, but this setup feels like the perfect fit for him to succeed. So, what's the story with Trey Lance coming out of college? He was one of the most hyped prospects, a top 3 pick in the 2021 draft with sky-high expectations. But his NFL journey so far, it's been a roller coaster. In San Francisco, he barely saw the field as a rookie. Then, a devastating ankle injury in 2022 derailed his season. The 49ers moved on quickly, trading him to Dallas, where things didn't get much better. He spent most of 2023 on the bench, and even with Dak Prescott injured, managed just one start. 4 years in, Lance is still searching for that opportunity to show what he can do. But here's the thing, his potential hasn't disappeared. Lance is still young, athletic, and armed with a cannon of an arm. For the Chargers, this is a chance to tap into that upside. Moving to LA gives Lance a fresh start with a coaching staff that believes in him and has the tools to help him succeed. So here's my take. Signing Trey Lance is a calculated risk, and I think it's a good one. With Harbaugh and Roman at the helm, Lance finally has a shot to develop under coaches who know how to get the best out of their quarterbacks. Will it pay off? Time will tell, but the potential is worth the gamble. Meanwhile, the 49ers moved on, putting their faith in Mac Jones. That's their path. For Lance, this is a golden opportunity to prove the doubters wrong, and I, for one, am rooting for him. Congrats to him and the Chargers. Let's see how this plays out. That's it for today, folks. What do you think? Can Trey Lance turn things around with the Chargers? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more NFL content. More football talk is just around the corner. Catch you next time.